certainly in the Swedish national context, this is the social welfare system, there is an effort to equality across income groups and certainly equality across space. And I think that's what our case demonstrated that there. And the people we talked to in the local government said that they have the mandate to try and include everybody. And our case looked at digital solutions in a very sparsely populated area as a means to try and include people and provide services to everybody in the larger region that we were looking at.
We had this debate just before now because we know we don't have these questions, and I think that a person I spoke to in the regional authorities, he said that they wouldn't use the word justice, perhaps, as a non-political like civil servant. Like they would say instead talk about differences or inequalities, maybe, because the word justice is more like political or more connected to
in the Swedish context.
But we had some other. You didn't really agree with me over here, but yeah.
I mean, it's about interpretation as well.
Yeah.
I think what they.
Well, in the interviews, I think there is. I mean, we had difficulties translating into Swedish, and then translating into policymakers' language. So we used regional inequalities or equalities of opportunity instead of saying spatial justice. I mean that we were dealing with people in a very small region, small municipalities, and that the term didn't work for us. So we used regional inequalities instead.
But I think I mentioned it like after a while in the interviews just to see what they thought about the word and so on. And I had some people, especially some people working at the library, trying to provide people with the knowledge about digital services. And she said that, oh, I really love that word. It's exactly what this is. Like the difference is that the people. They try to implement these digital solutions, but they don't give any tools for people to learn how to use them. So people be double punished for So some of them seems like they really like the word. I think it brings like you said added value, like the term spatial justice. And maybe also for me, because I'm not a geographer from the beginning, it makes me feel more about space, or like where. So maybe it brings more to me. I don't know if it's because I began to think about it in different ways. I think.
Okay. Policy documents and discussions, they didn't talk about spatial justice, but that was kind of implied. I mean, trying to give equal opportunity or provide services to people in even these smallest regions. So without using the literal words or the figurative words, that's what they were trying to achieve. And that's, like I said at the beginning, that's in the Swedish context, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to provide equal services to people everywhere in terms of health, education, and other services. One challenge we had is a lot of the spatial justice literature, if you go back to David Harvey and others, I mean, his book on spatial justice in the city, I mean, it was very much an urban context, and for us it was kind of interesting to try and translate this to a rural area, a quite different process. So yeah, just from a pure academic standpoint, it was quite interesting and useful. So.